Hello, and welcome back to Dan's White Knuckle Scoring, which I guess is the new name of this. Uh, yeah, I thought DanPlays was really just kind of lame and too generic, and I didn't see anybody using White Knuckle Scoring, which of course is the name of that weird Nintendo compilation album from, I think, 92 or so. So hopefully I'm right, nobody else is using it for a Let's Play series, so yeah, I grabbed it. It's a weird album, too. It was, supposed to be, I guess, an effort by Nintendo to encourage kids to read. It came with a Mario comic, and, yeah, just strange compilation. It was through MCA Records. The band Jellyfish did one original song for it, called Ignorance is Bliss, that was actually based on Super Mario Bros., told from Bowser's point of view. And then it was just kind of a bunch of random stuff MCA had laying around, I think. Had like Roy Orbison's I Drove All Night. It was actually the first album that song appeared on. It was a posthumous release for Roy Orbison, and yeah, had actually, I don't believe, even been released as a single yet at that point. So yeah, that was on this Nintendo CD, White Knuckle Scoring. There were like a bunch of hair metal and new wave songs. There was Trickster and Britney Fox, I think, was on there, and then there was like Dire Straits, and Crosby, Stills, and Nash track. Tina Easton, I think, was on there. And yeah, it was a really weird, just random compilation all around. I'd like to have a copy of that album. But, I do have the ad for it. That's the wrong ad. The ad for it from a comic book right behind me here on the wall. So yeah, I figured I'd grab that title. So anyway, we're doing Mega Man 4. I wanted to do a Mega Man, and I kind of picked 4 arbitrarily. I'd say 4 is probably one of my top 3, along with 2 and 3, of course, on the NES. Yeah, out of the 6 NES games, I would say my top 3 would probably be 2, 3, and then either 4 or 6. Both were solid. 6 is underrated, I think. And it had some new twists with the power and the jet armor for Mega Man, and the multiple exits for certain levels and things like that. So 6 was good. I liked 6. So yeah, it's kind of a toss-up between 4 and 6 for that 3rd spot. And then I probably do whichever one didn't get number 3, between 4 and 6 for the number 4 slot. Mega Man 1 for the 5th, and then Mega Man 5 for the last place. Which 5 is still good. I mean, the worst Mega Man game is still better than a lot of other games, but yeah, I think 5 was probably the weakest overall in terms of everything, except maybe graphics and music. Anyway, yeah, the intro running here for Mega Man 4, so once we get back to the title screen, we'll get started. Mega Man opens his eyes. Nice graphics on the little intro sequence here. I like the light on Mega Man there. Just really 2 or 3 frames of animation, but it's pretty effective. Dr. Cossack, a mysterious scientist, has invented 8 powerful robots. Of course, there is a plot twist there. I won't reveal it yet if you don't already know, but it's not hard to figure out who is actually behind things here. Alright, here we go. Most people start with Toadman, I think, because he is the easiest of the Robot Masters in this game. I usually start with Drillman first. It's a little tougher with just the Mega Buster. Still not that difficult. And of course, you also get the Rush Jet for beating Drillman, so it's good to get that early in the game, I think. If you start with Toadman and then follow the weakness order, you get Drillman at the very end. So you kind of deprive yourself of the Rush Jet for the entire game until the castle levels. So, Yeah, I think it's better to do Drill Man up front. I'm doing well so far. But I'm talking. That's always the excuse. You're talking to me. If you're playing two-player games or with a friend watching or whatever. Alright, that comes back. Speaking on that White Knuckle score and CD and the Roy Orbison track that was on it, I Drove All Night. The video for that actually has a couple of very quick, blink if you missed them, Nintendo references. That's the video that has Jennifer Connelly, Caro, New York's own Jennifer Connelly. I actually lived in Caro myself for a couple years, up until last year. It's a couple towns over from the town I grew up in. But yeah, Jennifer Connelly and Jason Priestley were like the romantic couple in the video they put together for that song. But if you kind of keep a close eye out for it, you'll see there's a graffiti that says White Knuckle score in at one point on a wall that the camera kind of pans across. And during another panning shot, there's the end for Mario Brothers Plumbing. So yeah, they stuck a couple references in there to the song, actually debuting on this weird Nintendo compilation. And yes, Caro, New York is Caro, not Cairo. Spelled the same, but if you ask the locals how to pronounce it, it is indeed Caro. They actually did a top 10 movies of all time. Dark City, which Jennifer Connelly, of course, was in. And that would be probably not number one. I know what my number one movie is. I actually don't think I'll say it in case I ever decide to do like a top 10 movie videos, top 10 movies video at some point. I know what my number one is. I haven't really thought out the rest of the top 10 list, but Dark City would definitely be on it somewhere. I love that movie, and I want to watch it now. I haven't seen it in a while. Of course, Dark City only watched the director's cut, never watched the theatrical cut, because they really screwed it up in editing for the theatrical. I think all of the DVDs and Blu-rays have both the theatrical and director's cut versions. Yeah, definitely watch the director's cut. It's far better than the version from theaters. Alright, so we're fighting Drill Man here. Again, he's really... Oop, I didn't take it in there. He's not that hard with just the Mega Buster. You can kind of charge up when he's underground, and then blast him when he pops up. You kind of jump around like that, and generally dodge him as he comes out of the ground. I can take a few hits here, but... one more fully charged shot. I want to do it here. There we go. So yeah, again, I usually start with Drill Man. I don't know how many other players, at least, that have done videos for this game start with him, but that's my strategy anyway. So we get the Drill Bomb and the Rush Jet for that stage. Alright, so now we'll go to Toad Man. I always like the graphics on this stage. The wet stones and everything in this beginning sequence. Of course, this is the area where you have the rain and wind effect that kind of knocks you backwards when you jump. Just adds a little bit of challenge to the platforming up here. That last jump I did there is the one that can really, for beginners, pose a challenge. No, the first tail's not yet. There's two robot snail mini-bosses coming up. And here you have the water that kind of pushes you backwards while you're in it. Not as challenging as the wind effect in that last section, though. Alright, so I think the first snail is down this drop, if I remember right. This thing when the eyes are open. This was, of course, the first Mega Man game that had the chargeable Mega Buster, which was, and I think still is, a little bit of a controversial addition to the series, even though it's appeared in every game since Mega Man 4. Some think it kind of either made it too easy or rendered the boss weapons kind of second rate. In this game, I don't think that's the case. I think they balanced it pretty well with the charging shot in 4, and in 6 too. Mega Man 5, I would agree that the Mega Buster is actually overpowered in that one, or maybe it's more that the boss weapons are underpowered. 5 had kind of a weak set of weapons overall compared to a lot of the Mega Man games. Had a few decent ones like the gyro attack, but yeah, 5 had the charge kick, and probably the worst weapon in the entire series, the Power Stone from Stone Man, which had like 2 stones shoot out from Mega Man and spiral around him, or kind of spiral around him and then off screen. You couldn't hit anything with it. It was impossible to aim. I don't know what they were thinking with that weapon. Alright, so there's Toad Man. You just kind of keep hitting Toad Man. Sometimes you can beat him without him even getting his brain flush off. He does that little like brain dance move, and if you hit him while he's doing that, you can fire the weapon. There you go. Brain flush is a maybe underrated boss weapon. Some places in this game where it can be really helpful in it's especially Ring Man's stage and Barrow Man's stage. I like how you get the Rush Marine from Toad Man, who I think is the only, well, he's Dying Man. Yeah, one of the only 2 boss levels that has water in it. You can't use the Rush Marine in. Alright, so Great Man next. His weakness is the Rain Flush. This stage, as a kid, I always had a lot of trouble with. And it's not the section that you probably think. This is probably one of the harder boss levels in the game. But yeah, the part that gave me a lot of trouble as a kid is probably not the part you think. I'll point it out when we get there. Oh, why did I do that? The flying gold guys, if you shoot them, the lights go out. The green guys, if you shoot them, they launch fireworks and the lights go back on. So yeah, this is the part that gave me trouble as a kid, the grasshoppers part, especially the second section with these mechanical grasshoppers. I don't know why that was, but yeah, I had a lot of trouble with that as a kid. So I know the left ladder is the one we want to go up here. There is a power-up, and I don't remember what it is offhand. I don't think it's an E-tank, but it might be a life-up. Yeah, it's a big life-up. So we can refill anyway. First we have to fight this guy again. Good music in this. I mean, all the Mega Man games were known for having good music, but yeah, this one has some standouts, I think. So I think we can get an E-Tank and an extra life. We're going down here. Go back to where we came because it's a dead end. I'm just gonna rush jet across the rest of this. Oops. Clicked on the moving platform there. Push oil up. Yeah, this is the grasshopper section that I, for some reason, just did not get across. Probably the first year I had the game, I don't know. But again, I just had so much trouble with it. There's also a spot in Dustman's stage that gave me a lot of trouble. Dustman is usually, in order I do the boss, is the second to last, I think. The third to last that we do. But I'll point out that section when we get to it also. Here, I didn't have trouble with this as much, probably just because I didn't actually make it to this part till I'd gotten better at the platforming in general. But all the same, I'm just gonna use the rush jet. It's easier. Try not to get hit by these guys. Right, so I think we're safe at this point. I don't think there's any more gaps. Oh, slow down, slow down. Ooh, I got hit there. Toad Man's weapon. I think we're okay. We can beat him before he gets the flash stopper off at least. We do have a couple of E-Tanks, but... Got him. Arrow Man next. The sort of beginning section of Arrow Man's stage is one of the places where the rain flush can come in handy, other than fighting Right Man. Here. So of course this is the flight of the balloon adapter, which is extremely useful. It's basically item 1 from Mega Man 2. It's of course also the wire adapter that you get from Dive Man's stage, which is not as useful as the balloon adapter, but there's a few places that it can come in handy too. I can get any power-ups from these guys. A little of the green flush there. Yeah, these bats, the two on the ends at least, will keep respawning from the position we're at. I'm not gonna farm them too much, but... This one, then we'll drop down. Alright. Mummy robots always remind me of the game Decap Attack on Sega Genesis, where you play as a mummy that attacks by throwing its head. I think that was originally, like changed into Decap Attack from a different game, I think, in Japan. I think it was originally part of the same series as, like, Kid Cool on NES. There was another one in the series on maybe the Master System also. Yeah, Decap Attack, that was a cool one. I never beat it, but yeah, that might be one to go to on the show sometime. I guess the Power Man is, with the Flash Stopper, really easy. I should have equipped it already, of course. Right? Yeah, he's just kind of frozen and can't do anything at this point. This is fun. Arrow shot. Arrow shot's a good weapon. So Ringman next. So yeah, Ringman, Dustman, Skullman, and Kniveman. I'll complete our order here. Ringman's up there. Ringman probably has the most challenging stage overall, I think, in this game, as far as the Robot Master stages are concerned. This is another area where the Green Flush can be helpful. I didn't bother with this turret, well, maybe I should. Recharge. There we go. Yeah, this area, the Rain Flush is pretty helpful in just kind of clearing your way as you go up. If you have them at this point, the dive missiles work the same way, pretty much. They all hit on enemies, but yeah, Rain Flush for us. I know there is a way you can kind of skip past these hippos. I forget what it is. Is it just taking a hit? Let's try it. You know, I thought it was just taking a hit and like flipping through it, but I guess we'll fight it. Yeah, I always get this mini boss. There's two with him too. There's actually 4 mini bosses in Ringman's stage. There's like the ring with eyes, and the hippos. Yeah, eating here. Alright, that was unpleasant. Should I try to get that? Actually, Rain Flush will take out those slot things. They damage it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can drop down here and get that. Wake up. Ah! Almost got caught unawares there. So here's this guy. I think you can skip past, maybe not this one, but the second one of this guy, where you don't have to destroy him to get through. He's not hard. The hippos suck, but... Right. I know there's an Eddie coming up here, so... Try to... this before... taking too much damage, and then hope Eddie has a life up for us. Or anything. There's a trick with Eddie here. You can actually basically get him to drop the item that he drops, and if it's not one you want, you can actually pick one up. But yeah, you can get him to drop the item, and if it's not one you want, you can actually go back down the ladder and drop. As long as you don't collect it, he'll respawn and drop a different random item. Use that one up, I think. Ah! I'm gonna have to fight that hippo again, at least. Yeah, good. Eddie probably is gone now. Yeah, since we picked up that one up, that we ended up wasting, he's like respawn again. I probably should have just opted for like going back down and going back up until he dropped an E-tank. Alright, so these are faster and come from the other side. From the rainbow platforms. Ah, God. We're almost to Ringman, right? It's this guy. Again. Unlike 5 and 6, this one, if you take a hit while you're charging your shot, you don't lose your charge. That's a little perk, I guess, for the Mega Buster in its first appearance. Tank during this fight. Alright, that's a good weapon. Dustman. Dustman was actually designed by, because Capcom used to have contests in Japan, and Mega Man 6 they opened it up to the US and Canada too. So there are, I think it's Lizard Man and Moon Man maybe, were designed by Canadian and US contributors. But they would have a contest for designing the Robot Masters in Japan for the first 5 games. Dustman's designer was actually, I forget his name, but he's a notable manga artist. He's the creator of One Punch Man. Yusuke something. He's in the end credits. But yeah, just kind of a fact that somebody who became notable later on actually designed one of the Robot Masters for that contest. these blocks. Fortunately, you don't need them to fully form before you can stand on them. Actually, Rain Flush might have been helpful there, too. Whatever. Alrighty. Alright, so let's see if we can get an E-Tank out of him. Or a 1-up. Or an E-Tank. Yeah, here's a 1-up. He's actually called Flip-Top in the manuals for the earlier games that he appeared in. At least in the US, I think he was always Eddie in Japan. I forget, was he Eddie or Flip-Top in the Ruby Spears cartoon? I know he was in them. They were in that cartoon, rather. Come on, give us an E-Tank. There we go, thank you. So this is the part I used to get stuck on as a kid, even worse than the grasshoppers in Brightman stage. These crushers I really, for some reason, just could not get past for a long, long time. It's really not that hard either. I don't know why it gave me so much trouble. I mean, it's even easier if you use the ring boomerang to clear these, but the ring boomerang is also Dustman's weakness, so it's probably not worth wasting the weapon energy on it to clear this, but theoretically, that does make it even faster. It's a great video from, like, the early 2000s, maybe 2004 or 5 at the latest. It's very early YouTube, anyway, by a channel called Old Rich People. Another one. It was called The Last Days of Dr. Wily. Look that up. Maybe I'll put it in the, I'll put a link to it in the description if I think of it. But yeah, it's just a parody of, Dr. Wily creating themed robots to fight Mega Man, and they go through a thing with one of his robot designers about the power-ups. What if we didn't put... what if enemies didn't drop power-ups? It's a picture of Mega Man's head. It's clearly been made for Mega Man. Some of the robot designs got too expensive. Honus Wagner card, man! Yeah, it's, I won't spoil all the jokes in it. It's really good, though. I don't know what happened to the people that made it, but, I don't think the channel's been active in years, but, it's still there, as far as I know. So, yeah, I'll put a link to The Last Days of Dr. Wily in the description. Alright, so Skullman. Good music in Dustman's stage, by the way, and I also like Skullman's music. Yeah, I always did like Dustman's music. It kind of captures that, almost a sense of hopelessness to it. It's a good one. Okay, so these things will just respawn. Just the way the level's designed here. Probably not taking that last hit if you hadn't choked. Oh well. Thank you. How many tanks do we have? We used one. 3? That's okay. There's another, at least one more free one in the Skullman stage. Which I think is at the end here. This is, if you go this way, take my hand up the controller to point long enough to take a hit. Yeah, this is another optional area that we're going into here. To actually continue the stage, you would actually just keep going up that last ladder we saw. Yeah, this way has the E-tank. So, 4 now. From 3 on, you can carry 9 E-tanks as a maximum. Mega Man 2, you can only carry 4 at a time. Robot dinosaur skeleton in the wall was kind of funny. There's another E-tank down there. Alright, so what's the best way to get that? I think go this way and then down and back over. So these jumps best done with the balloon adapter. Actually, this upper one, I think we can slide. You don't even need the slide, but yeah, you don't need the balloon to get back from the higher elevation there. Really were actually kind of 7 Mega Man games on the NES. Obviously there's 6 actually called Mega Man, but there's also Disney's Darkwing Duck, which was actually built on the same engine as Mega Man 5, and has a few twists like the Cape Shield and stuff, but it really is a Mega Man game overall. It has the same feel, so yeah, if you haven't played that one, Darkwing Duck, if you want more Mega Man, give Darkwing Duck a try. Again, it's more or less the 7th NES game, and then of course there's the Game Boy series also. Which, those I actually haven't completed any of the Game Boy series, but I do have all of them. I made sure to collect them before prices went too crazy. Hold on, I did way more than I should admit to for Mega Man 3 and 4. 5 I already had, I got 5 as a kid for Christmas one year. I know that's the most expensive Game Boy one today, but yeah, I did pay a pretty penny for 3 and 4 on Game Boy, as far as Game Boy games go especially. But yeah, I did complete that set, so I should actually go through and actually complete them as far as playing them. Skullman has a quirk in his programming where he's basically completely reactive to your button presses, so if you don't push anything, as you can see, my hands are off the controller, I'm not pressing anything. There it is. Yeah, he just stands there looking at you. Just kind of intimidating, I suppose, but, anyway. I think if you're, like, You Can Play Video Games that's a great channel, by the way. If you haven't watched You Can Play, or You Can Beat Video Games, sorry. Yeah, whether you can beat video games, look up that channel. They have videos so far for the first 4 Mega Man games, going through and showing you how to beat them kind of meticulously, move for move. And he'll actually tell you exactly what Skullman does to react to each button press. Like, I mean, I know just from seeing it a moment ago, if you push B as your first move, he'll jump forward and then activate the skull barrier. But yeah, he'll go through and tell you, and you can beat video games, the whole strategy for him if you want to, you know, try to beat him without taking a hit. And that's a really good channel, by the way. You can beat video games. Look that up. I'll link them. Just as a shout out in the description too. I'm way more small time, of course, but I'll still shout out where I can. All right, so last robot master is Dive Man for the order we've chosen. This is the kind of requisite water stage. Rush Marine. Little upgrade from Mega Man 3, the first appearance of the Rush Marine. So, Rush opens his mouth to shoot. Just a nice little touch. Are not terribly difficult. Here's a very oh, I should have. The Rush Marine when I saw that, damn it. I wasted that Eddie appearance. Okay, so the next whale will actually end up fighting twice because we want to get the wire adapter. And when we get the wire adapter, it restarts you just before that second whale, so you have to fight it again. Right here. So this pit. Actually, you're supposed to jump down. Pretty well hidden, this and the balloon adapter. Kind of areas that first-time players are not likely to miss. You'd think you'd just die if you jump down that pit, but of course actually has the hidden wire adapter for us. Which again isn't as useful as the balloon adapter, but probably use it in a few spots. I always like when you get the glowing Mega Man for visible when you're between screen transitions. Just recharge on our Marine. I don't know if we really need it again in this stage, but we might want it. Might as well use it, right? Oh. Well, I guess it didn't matter, the door's right there. Skullman's probably just as easy to fight with the Mega Buster, but his actual weakness is the skull barrier, which is not especially useful otherwise. It's really the one kind of dud among the weapon suite in this game. That did pretty well. Alright, so onto the Dr. Cossack's castle here. After we get our dive missile. There he is. So there's actually a hidden E-tank right at the beginning here. Just go over to the left. There it is. Hidden in the snow. This is where they ran out of enemy designs for this game, I think. Or it's just a slinky. Watch out, Mega Man. That slinky's gonna come down those stairs pretty fast. Alone or in pairs. There. Alright, so flash stopper here because these pits have those little guys from Dustman's stage that pop out of them. There. Alright, so we show that. Set the regular weapon. Yeah, see, there's one of those. One of those things. After here. Refill the balloon since we haven't really used much of anything else. Got myself stuck there. Back down and probably rush jet across. What is the first boss here? I don't even remember offhand. Is it the mosquito thing? In which case, I think it's weak to the ring boomerang. Yeah, it's this thing. I think the ring boomerang is. Oh, yeah. castle stages are there here? So 2, 4 for Cossack, and then I think. Well, again, I won't spoil it, but I figured it out anyway. I think there's 3 in the next castle. Although one of those 3 is the mainly the teleporter room, which is the boss rush, basically. Should I recharge anything? Why not? I think you can actually. I think there's a spot at right. Yeah, these skull things, which oddly enough were not in Skullman's stage, even though they look like they should have been. These things you can theoretically farm for power-ups too. Just keep dropping. See if I can get enough to recharge the balloon. Screw it. I don't have that much patience at the moment. Probably not very compelling to watch me just keep shooting those skulls on a video anyway. This one will just use the balloon. Here's a spot where you can use the wire. Decent effect. Balloon recharged on that. Rare animation frame in the series, the Mega Man looking up to use the wire. Since I talked about it earlier, I'll actually link the video for the Roy Orbison song from White Knuckle score, and again, from that, I guess it's debatable, but it was the first album it appeared on, at least, before being released as a single. I Drove All Night is the song, and yeah, I mean, Roy Orbison was fantastic anyway. Beautiful voice. There aren't many male voices. There's plenty of male singers I like, but not many that I've described their voice as beautiful. He had a beautiful voice. There's I think it was from his In Dreams album from '63. There's a cover of, or a version of Beautiful Dreamer sung by Roy Orbison that I can barely even listen to. I like, literally get choked up just hearing it. It's really amazing. But yeah, I Drove All Night, which appeared on the White Knuckle score, and I will put up the video since I mentioned it earlier. I'll link to it in the description. Again, keep an eye out for those couple of Nintendo references, just for fun. Also, Orbison had already passed away when they made the video, so when you only see him in it, like, on a video, like, basically it's supposed to look like a tape of him playing on a TV. And he's actually not singing I Drove All Night. It's actually taken from a video he'd done a few years earlier for, I think, In Dreams, actually. Maybe re-recorded In Dreams. Anyway, he's not really singing I Drove All Night in the video for it. One up here, also. So I think this is the box thing, if I remember right. This was. Yep. come through fast, then medium, then slow. Slow is when you jump inside it. Because it'll then come together. Next time should do it. Next time it comes together. So I think the boss of this next one is the, I think they're actually called the Cockroach Twins. This is cool music. I think this is the auto-scrolling section. I think the only one in the game. Oh damn. Oh, I forgot about those. Yeah, we should be more than good on lives and E-tanks and everything. I was hoping to get through this on one life, or yeah, one life, but not to be. Oh well. Have I done this one on one life? This is one of the Mega Man games I've played the most over the years for whatever reason. Charge our Dust Crusher there. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually won life this one. I don't think so. I probably would have written it down if I had, or put it on backloggery or something. But it's probably the one if I do end up one-lifing any of them, it's probably the one that I'll do that with first, although 5 is probably the easiest of them. There is another weapon that takes those out. Just ring boomerang. Alright, next time we see them. I know the rain flush does hit them, but it takes several. Damn, I wanted that one out. But yeah, with the rain flush, you need several hits to take those saws out. The drill bomb, you can take them out in 2. I want to say the rain boomerang, maybe you can take them out in 1 shot. Maybe not. Yeah, these are kind of a cool hazard. New to the series, the platforms that fall off them. Look at this with a balloon. Arrow shot. Assuming this is the Cockroach Twin boss. Yeah. There we go. That was a little more troublesome than it should have been. Recharge everything as much as possible. So I don't really, you have a choice of which way to go here. I don't really remember if one is shorter than the other, although if one is shorter, I would imagine it's the one behind the destructible wall here. If not shorter, it might at least be a little easier. Rethink. E-tank alone justifies going that way, I guess, although I don't really remember. There could have been one the other way too. So we're doing fine. We're on track to finish the game easily, I think. This is where the other path drops down. So not a whole lot of difference to which way to go. Other than again that E-tank. Oh no, rush! You're stuck in the wall. That's better. Oh, great. I just won't refill the wire also. I will farm a little bit here just to get my health topped up. That's close enough. I'll just fight Dr. Cossack here. He's not particularly difficult. These Mega Man don't. Papa is not really evil. So a little bit of 92, a little bit of, was this 91 or 92? I think this was 91 actually, so yeah, a little bit of post-Cold War reconciliation here. The Soviet Union ended officially Christmas of '91. So this was either close to or just after the fall of the Soviet Union. Oh, Kalinka. You betrayed me, Proto Man. I'm gonna break you, Mega Man. So there's your plot twist. The same plot twist, of course, that will be repeated in Mega Man 5 and 6. Not to spoil those, but yeah, it's Dr. Wily again in both of those. Alright, so new Skull Castle. I wonder who finances building these. Spinning Max actually take a couple of hits. That's great. Oh, there is another water section. That's right. Might as well use the Rush Marine. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get through there. The Rush Marine active. And we're gonna have the disappearing magnetic blocks here, right? Oop. Great. Well, they didn't recharge it after Cossack's castle, did they? Wow. Alright, I was thinking you gotta recharge on all your weapons after beating Dr. Cossack, you know? Alright, this is just a giant mat. Plus, I think that's what it is. Yep. I don't remember his weakness. I think it might be the ring boomerang, but sort of. I feel like there's got to be something he's more weak to. This is working fair enough, well enough. Fairly well, so. Can't recharge on the ring boomerang though. Great one. See if we can get a one-up out of Eddie. That could be useful, actually. Yeah. Charge my rings. Excuse me for just a moment. I'm gonna... sorry. That, light from the window is starting to become blinding. Or Decap Attack. It was a Chuckity head. That was the mummy from Decap Attack. His main head was in his stomach, but he could pick up other heads that he put on his shoulders, and then he threw those as one of his main attacks. Once again on Genesis, Sega Genesis. Or Mega Drive if you prefer. Which ladder do you want to use here? I don't remember. Offhand. As good as any. Guess you can actually hit the, I don't know if you can destroy it, but you can't hit the skull dispenser thing there. About charging the Rush Marine, I don't think you're going to need that again. We'll charge the jet. Ball dispenser going, I think. I have no recollection offhand which boss this is. Oh, this thing. Is this also the Dust Crusher or the Dive Missile? Or it might even be the Ring Boomerang again. It's not the Dive Missile, that damage to it. Ring Boomerang. That's doing a lot of damage. Yeah, I wonder what the actual weakness of the giant bat was. I don't think it was the Boomerang, even though it worked pretty well against him. I think there's like an official weakness for him. So I think there's a short level and then the teleporter room boss rush here. And then Dr. Wily, we're almost done. So charge up our rings and our drill. tank, even though I can't actually carry it. And, charge the drill. I should actually probably fill up the dust crusher first. Delete the dust crusher. Is that the final boss's weakness, or it's Dr. Cossack's? Alright, that'll work. Actually, the drill bomb, I think, is the weakness for the final boss. Should try to get that built up too. Room. I don't remember which boss is in which teleporter, so just maybe clockwise, maybe counterclockwise. I guess I usually go clockwise, so maybe counterclockwise this time. That's real man. His actual weakness is the dive missile. I don't really need much of that otherwise. So. Do much more damage than the Mega Buster, does it? Maybe a little. Not necessarily easier to use. I like how they gave him some dirt to dig into in his second boss room here. Nice little touch. 5 was kind of lazy that they didn't have a new boss room for him, it just teleported you to their original boss rooms. Anyway. This one. Right in. I remember in the Ruby Spears cartoon, for some reason they had Bright Man talk like Edwin for some reason. Hey, Mega Man! I don't know what was with that. He did get a figure from the Ruby Spears cartoon, did Bright Man. Skull Man, sure. Man. Skull barrier. Easy enough. Toadman, I'm just gonna use the Mega Buster because we will need the drill bomb for one of the final bosses. Just Man. Boomerang. Actually, I'm just gonna... I don't remember if we need the ring boomerang for any of the final bosses, but... I'm gonna be safe than sorry. I feel like he might, so I'm gonna fight him with the Mega Buster too. Will take a little longer. It's not a particularly tough boss. There we go. So who's left? Drill Man? Ring Man. We didn't do Ring Man yet. Power Shot we may need for one of the files too, but Ring Man's kind of tough with just the Mega Buster, so E-Tank. Well against him. I'll burn through more than one E-Tank during this boss, especially. Finally. Alright, so who's left? Power Man. He's easy enough. Flash Stopper. I wish I had a turbo button right now. Alright, there we go. Let's rush over. Go to Blindly's first form. And I think the Ring Boomerang first, and then maybe the Drill Bomb for this thing. It has two forms, I believe. And then the Drill Bomb, the catch with the Drill Bomb is that you can't actually direct hit it, you have to like detonate it just before it hits that weak spot. And then have the explosion do the damage. And I think there's a third Wily fight after this. Yeah. Oh, and he uses the his weakness is the Pharaoh. I shouldn't have used up the Pharaoh shot, should I? I hope there's a refill. Otherwise, it's just use up all your lives and then refill when you continue. Mega Man 2 kind of had that issue where the final boss was only vulnerable to the bubble lead. And if you ran out of that, you had to basically lose all your lives and go back to the beginning. So good, we have these worm things. We're going to have to farm these for some weapon energy before we fight Wily. Arrow shot charged. Not dropping anything either. Drop something. Better than nothing, I guess. I'll take the one up. Gotta grab the weapon energy, but... This is gonna be painful, isn't it? When we do drop them, it's just the small ones. That's perfect. So how's everybody doing? Oh, shoot. Come on, drop a big one. Okay, another one up. It's really marginally helpful to us at this point. Go. Small health. Gonna make this easy, aren't I? Fine. I'm still not gonna completely fill it. Just get one more of those. Even another small one will do. Come on. Come on, worms. Alright, we're going to the boss. Wrap this thing up. Oh, shit. What I have in there? Got him. Alright, so there you have it. Mega Man 4. We'll watch the ending here. But, yeah, fun game. All the Mega Mans are great. I'll probably do one of the other ones on this show at some point. But for now, we can watch Skull Castle explode. As Wily escapes in his damaged pod thing. teleports out. Mega Man never rides in trains, he always has to ride on top of them. Why is that? I guess this is the rail line connecting, I suppose, the second skull, where the skull castle in this game is probably somewhere in Russia. I'm guessing it's not far from Dr. Cossack's castle, so I assume Mega Man's riding back from Moscow to Monsteropolis, or whatever. I know Monsteropolis was just a localization of Mega Man 1, and they never referred to it again, but I guess they did refer to it in Captain N, the Game Master. Really questionable depiction of Mega Man in that. I actually have an animation cell from Captain N. It's from the second episode up over there. Maybe I'll show that as a special video at some point. I actually have several cells from it, but there's one that I framed and hung up in my game room. So yeah, maybe I'll show some of them. I got them from Animation Legends, which I don't think they have Captain N available anymore, but you can get animation cells from different stuff from them. I don't have one of the Eggplant Wizard. I really wanted an Eggplant Wizard from Captain N, but didn't get him. The cell I hung up is Captain N himself. I wanted an Eggplant Wizard. I do have a great one. Actually, I might frame that one too, just for fun, hanging up. I have one that's just Donkey Kong's thumb, like kind of like this. It's like the on The Simpsons, the animation cell. Yusuke Murata, that's One Punch Man, the creator of that. Previously had designed Dustman. Anyway, yeah, the Donkey Kong thumb. It's just a giant hand like this. It's kind of like on The Simpsons when Bart spent, what was it, like $3,000 of Homer's money on the Itchy and Scratchy animation cell when it was just part of Scratchy's arm that he got. Yeah, I might actually frame Donkey Kong's thumb, just because that's a funny one to end up with. The one I have hanging up is, again, from the episode 2, it's Captain N, where he's trying to teach the princess, the video princess, I forget her name, but he's trying to teach her how to dance. It went like this. That was his dance move. So yeah, I have a cell of that. At the end of the game, let me see if I can get the camera up there. Yeah, there he is. There's Captain N. I just knocked my capture card out, but there's nothing left of the game anyway, so we're done. Yeah, I'll do a better video, maybe of some multiples of those animation cells I have. Anyway, we're done with Mega Man 4. We have no signal. Since, again, I accidentally disconnected my capture card while picking up the computer to show Captain N up there. So, yeah, we'll call it a day. Successful run. I think I only died the one time, and it was by accident, so I actually came close to one-lifing this one. Anyway, have a good day, and I'm not sure what game we'll do next. May not be NES next time, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. If I can get it working, there's actually even a few games on Steam or PC games that I wouldn't mind showing. Even The Sims, like The Sims 3 would be fun to do a session of on here, so I'll work on doing that sometime, maybe. Anyway, have a good one. We'll see you next time. Take care.